Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to the Breakdown Daily Recap. It's February 15th, 2018. I'm Breaky CPK, of course, and we got plenty to talk about once again. Going to be going really just over a lot more tournament results. That's kind of been the theme as of lately. There's been so many qualifiers taking place, and no different today. So without further ado, let's just jump right into it. We have the Epicenter event, of course, currently going on, both with the casters competition that I happen to be a part of, as well as qualifying coverage that's taking place. Again, we already know one team out of Southeast Asia that's going to be going, and the other regions, though, are still kind of playing out right here. North America continuing on yesterday, and actually had a very interesting result. And I got to say, frankly, a little bit surprising of a one. Complexity did defeat Evil Geniuses 2-0 in the winter bracket finals, knocking them down to the lower bracket. Now, I did see Kyle mention today that, you know, as he put it, it's sure it feels good, but it's just a winter bracket match. They still need to actually win the thing to qualify for the main event. So obviously that's a great attitude to have. But you know, with how they looked against them more recently, I think that was the DAC qualifiers, if I'm not mistaken. Evil Geniuses had their number. They quite frankly stomped over Complexity. So it's got to feel good to actually be able to beat them now 2-0. And what was quite the other way, I did not get the chance to watch it. Unfortunately, I was having dinner with my beautiful wife last night. That sentence could have gone horribly. I was having dinner with my beautiful wife last night for Valentine's Day, of course, so I did sacrifice watching this match. But from what I heard, and as you can kind of see in the recap, 28 minutes, 30 minutes, both of them pretty decisive victories in favor of Complexity, actually. So Complexity moving on, but again, it was a double elimination tournament, so they still have to beat them again. At least now this will be a best-of-5. And on top of that, I am very excited to announce I'm going to be casting the grand finals for NA. Epicenter reached out to me. They let me know that I'll be casting the grand finals, so it's at least going to be Complexity. Then they, of course, play the winner of what will be Evil Geniuses versus whoever wins between Immortals and Optic Gaming later on tonight. So these two matches happen tonight. The finals is on Friday. And again, it will be a straight-up best-of-5. So looking forward to that. The European region continuing on. Some interesting results here. We have OG and Final Tribe advancing on to the winter finals. They are going to be playing here shortly, actually. Man's Not Hot defeating Kingwin in the loser round. So once again, Kingwin finding themselves in a spot where they're getting knocked out earlier on in an event. Again, they happen to qualify out of Group B, which was good to see, but they get knocked out as the first team in the playoffs. Man's Not Hot, a.k.a. the Cancel Stacking Crew. We'll see. This is just yet another team similar to TFT, similar to this new Penta squad. Like, these teams are kind of just coming about in the European region and making it that much more difficult to qualify for events. But OG versus the Final Tribe. Obviously, whoever loses this will bounce down here. The winner will get in the grand finals. And same thing there. It, of course, will be a best-of-5 grand final set up. As far as CIS is concerned, when did they start, actually? They still have a week away, so things kind of being delayed right there. In South America, SG Esports defeating Pain Gaming 2-0, but this is very similar to what happened, I want to say, in the GESC qualifiers recently, where Pain Gaming got knocked down by SG initially, and then Pain came back and then beat them in the grand final. So maybe a taste of things to come. Who knows? I still lean towards Pain Gaming as being the team to beat in South America currently. But again, SG Esports has obviously had a great run themselves, and it's really them two are the top two teams in the region, no doubt. So that's the South American region, and that's pretty much it. As we mentioned, China hasn't started just yet either. So that's the Epicenter event. More continuation for that. The Dream League moving things forward. The European region is starting to advance on. OG defeating Penta earlier on today. What was a 3-game series, though, so Penta able to force the third game. In fact, won the first game, as you see right here, so interesting stuff happening. But OG, the expected team, advancing on. Right now, Kingwin versus 5 Anchors, a Finnish team. Some noticeable names, Thompson and Trixie, Pexu. There's really some old-school Han players in this squad, but right now, Kingwin, again, up 1-0. It is double elimination, of course. Similar to the Epicenter event itself. So this is Dream League, the European region, and how that's looking. I believe we've gone over all the other results for this event, but and yeah, we see how it's shaping up so far. We have, of course, Secret and Liquid are the invited teams, Empire, Fnatic, and Pain Gaming so far, the teams that have qualified from their respective region. This is the Dream League minor, excuse me. that will be coming up in March, in the later on March timeframe. ESL 1 kind-of-wise, there's some news to bring up here, and obviously no results or anything, because it doesn't start until, when does it start, this weekend? It starts the 20th, so coming up next week. It starts next week, early on next week, but so really excited for this event. Of course, a 16-team major. The format's 2 groups, both of them double elimination groups, into the playoff stage. Now, we were talking a little bit about the, I don't know if you want to call it drama, whatever, the schedule that was released by ESL concerning their playoffs, and how, similar to the minor event that they ran in Genting, it was only going to be a 2-day event where there was only going to be essentially 3 matches in total, or 4 matches in total, I think it was. And there was a lot of complaints being brought up. It's like, is it even worth going in person if there's only going to be so many matches? You know, why are people paying all this money for these tickets and travel out there and everything if there's only going to be so many matches, blah, blah, blah. You know, we already talked about that. Apparently ESL, you know, they heard the people, and they decided to change the format a little bit to now include a third-place match on the final day. So there will be an extra match. Now, normally third-place matches are kind of meh, are kind of just like, okay, whatever. Third-place match, who cares? They don't really try. But with the DAC, with the Dota 2 Pro Circuit points, I do feel like it is more impactful now, because there is going to be a split now with the 3rd and 4th place, where 3rd place actually gets 225 points, and 4th place only gets 75 points. That's quite a bit of difference, actually. We're talking about a major event. Now, if this was a minor event where the points in total would have only been 300, and so the split would have been that much less, it would have been very minimal, then okay, then I think this would be just kind of silly at that point. But being a major event, I do think having a 3rd place match actually does bring relevance, especially when you look at it with the point breakdown there. And then, of course, there's a prize pool breakdown on top of that. So I do think this was a nice kind of medium, if anything, that ESL decided to go with to appease the people that are going to be there in person. So they'll get one more best of 3 now, which should be, no doubt, a pretty good match itself. So you got that to look forward to. And then one more piece of news. Weehaw, he stood in for Pain Gaming at a recent event. I'm blanking on which one it was for, honestly. It might have been Galaxy Battles, actually. I think it was Galaxy Battles when they went to that event. That was, but in the Philippines. But he's now standing in for Pain Gaming again. So I guess he's, you know, they like playing with him. He's going to be standing in for them at the upcoming Bucharest Major, though, and this is a much different circumstance. Being not only in his, not only is it a major, but it happens to be in his hometown, where he's from, as he's pointing out here in his tweet. So, you know, it worked out fairly well for them at Galaxy Battles. We have a player that definitely knows how to be very diverse. He's stepping in for what was the name of their previous mid position, or still their Rayer, that's right. He is still their mid position, but I guess so. This is the second time that has happened. I don't know if there's visa issues that happen with him specifically as a person. I don't know exactly what the deal is, but point is he's going to be playing with them at now the Bucharest Major. So now I don't think this accelerates Pain Gaming to be, oh my God, you know, a team that we need to look out for now in the Bucharest Major by any means, which by the way is still going to be a little bit off. It's in early March here. But it's cool, you know. Weehaw, big name player, again playing in his hometown. It's gonna make Pain Gaming almost like a home team favorite, I feel like, of sorts. Is he the only player from Romania? I would assume so. That's playing in this event, unless I'm missing somebody. I don't think I am. Yeah, no one else would be from Romania, I don't believe. So yeah, he's so Pain Gaming is probably going to be a crowd favorite at the Bucharest Major, which we'll see if they can feed off of that when it comes down to it. That's right, the Bucharest also going to be running that Swiss farm. I'm so looking forward to this event especially. So these next couple of weeks, man, we're just having a good Dota. We got these qualifiers, and then we got these back-to-back huge majors happening. It's a great month, really, for Dota 2 right now. All right, though, that pretty much covers it for the daily recap. Hopefully you enjoyed. Thanks once again for tuning in. Feel free to leave any feedback. Also, let me know how you liked it. And follow me on Twitter, Facebook, all that jazz. I'll see you guys next time. Take it easy. Peace.